Greetings and welcome to Newsm TV. I am Makanaka Masenyama. Stories making the headlines. Chiwenga spills toast at Robert Mugabe International Airport. In the courts, state withdraws case against the Chief Magistrate Mugabe. In sports, Kadewere could still be loaned back to Le Havre. Now for the news in greater detail. Acting President Constantino Chiwenga shocked guests witnessing the arrival of an Air Zimbabwe plane when he poured his toast on the floor rather than drinking it like everyone else did in celebrating the new bird's arrival.
To the success of Air Zimbabwe and to the revamping of our tourism industry.
However, Chiwenga said Air Zimbabwe should deploy and manage this national asset to the best of the country's advantage.
As we hand over this asset to the airline, we call upon the administrator to utilize it in the most effective manner possible.
Students from Juve High School in Bulawayo, Monday, demonstrated against what they described as high tuition fees hikes, as well as shortages of textbooks at the government-owned school. The students who were singing and dancing marched from the school's premises to Total Garage along Luveve Road before the march was foiled by anti-riot police. The school increased the fees from $92 last term to $440 this term. Registrar General Clemens Masango has said government is looking at a request by locals to pay emergency passports in United States dollars. Currently, Zimbabweans living outside the country are allowed to pay for their emergency passports in US dollars, paying $318 US for the travel document, while locals pay 53 Zimbabwean dollars but takes long to be issued. However, most locals have raised concerns that passports with a backlog of over 300,000 passports would take time for one to be issued with the travel document and have requested to pay in foreign currency. Farmers have lost over 30,000 cattle due to a combination of the recent dry spell that disseminated pastures and drinking water and various diseases such as anthrax, January disease, and tick-borne diseases due to lack of dipping chemicals. Statistics shows that Matabeleland South Province has been the hardest hit, with over 16,000 cattle dying, while Masvingo lost over 13,000. In the courts, the state has withdrawn the case against suspended Chief Magistrate Mishrod Guamombe, in which he was facing criminal abuse of office charges after he allegedly recommended that former ministers Supermandu Wanzira and Sevia Kasukwere be admitted for attachment at Harare Magistrates Courts, where they had pending criminal cases. Guamombe was also facing charges of defeating the cause of justice after he allegedly directed a subordinate, Elijah Makomo, to recuse himself in a trial involving his alleged business partner's son. Guamombe's charges were withdrawn before plea. In business, Finance Minister Mthuli has suspended duty payment on imported spares used to assemble buses amid market speculation that the move is aimed at facilitating the Belarus deal, which is set to see Zimbabwe receiving buses from the Eastern European nation. In line with Statutory Instrument 8 of 2020, the Treasury Board said duty suspension will only apply to deserving companies as determined by designated officials. Meanwhile, Belarusian President Alexander Lukashenko has offered to give Zimbabwe 500 buses with the hope of increasing the number in line with the Transitional Stabilization Plan, which partly talks about modernizing public transport. We end with sports. Tinotenda Kadewere could still be loaned back to Le Havre soon after he signs for Lyon, new reports have emerged. The 24-year-old Zimbabwean is said to have agreed on personal terms with the League One side ahead of an imminent £15 million move. But joining the club this January would depend on the transfer of Moussa Dembele, who is wanted by Chelsea. Reporting for NewZimbabwe.com, I am Makanaka Masengama. For this and more stories, visit our website www.newzimbabwe.com. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, NewZim TV.